Modern Dude Chat is brought to you by Beard Supply. BeardSupply.com. All natural beard care grooming products for your beard. Beard care for wildlife. Hey guys, welcome to the Modern Dude Chat podcast. We're your hosts, Cody and Chuck. It'd be a whole lot cooler if you did.
Love it. On this episode, we got a beer collaboration we're going to touch on. We got some music, talking Chappelle show. Disney Plus, the D23 Expo was last week. We got a lot of Star Wars, Disney, Marvel information. Talk about Andrew Luck, Hard Knocks, Last Chance U, and like Cody said, got new ownership for Austin FC.
All right.
Damn it, I always screw this part up. I always think there's something else to say, and there's not. So, with that being said...
It'd be a whole lot cooler if you did.
It'd be a whole lot cooler if you did. Yeah. Gosh, here we go. This is Modern Dude Chat. Let's kick it.
Let's do it. And we're live.
Here we go.
What's up, people?
What it do?
What up, Chuck?
What up, Cody? We're back.
What's good?
Man.
Everything's good.
Everything's good, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, so, like, this week has been so much, like, news. So much stuff has gone on this week. It feels like it was, like, a month long between work, getting through the first week of full school, the first full week of school.
Yeah.
And college football started up, a couple games, NFL news, just culture news, music news, movie news. It's
good. It's good for podcasts.
Oh, yeah. We got plenty to talk about today.
Especially
Plenty.
news. We like to bring the news.
Okay, we haven't talked about this because we've been talking about other stuff.
Okay.
How do you feel about the move to Tuesday night? You're still undecided?
I don't hate it.
Okay, but
I'm starting to warm up to it for sure. What about you?
Because the last 2 weeks, I've been sitting around Sunday like, dude, I love this. Like, this is much better.
I got my Sunday night back.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it on.
When you put it in
Sunday.
that perspective, I'm loving it.
I get the rest up for the week.
Yes,
and so Tuesday, you get through Monday, Tuesday. Now we get a little hangout, a little break.
Yeah, not to mention,
we get to roll into the rest of the week.
We used to get a little crazy on Sunday nights,
Yeah,
what I mean?
Sundays for the crazy folks.
So now doing it like in the middle of the week, it's like, man, we gotta pace ourselves. We better watch out.
It still won't stop me, but
right,
I feel much better about it. Like, I don't know, it rolls easier on Tuesday.
I got you.
Like, I've enjoyed it so far.
For sure.
So far.
I'm with you.
So
I'm warming up to it.
So yeah. Anyway, we're on a new schedule. If you haven't heard, you can listen to the last episode. We're now recording on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
Releasing on Friday. So if you're listening to this came out on Friday. And
that gives you the opportunity to listen all weekend.
Listen on the weekend.
You have no excuse.
Jump right into the week. If you wait till you release Friday, if you want to wait till Monday, man, get you feel good on Monday.
Yeah, there you go. Monday morning.
Got the whole thing. Man,
no excuses.
No, wait, dude.
No excuses.
I guess that'd be for,
no excuses.
I guess Man Crush Monday would be for the ladies.
Yeah, that's true.
So Man Crush Monday, lady listeners, Modern Dude Chat, Man Crush Mondays.
Start man crushing on Modern Dude Chat.
Modern Dude Chat, Feel Good Fridays. That's what we're about.
That's what's up.
So
let's kick it off.
Okay, so two things I have to say.
Go ahead.
So follow up last week. We talked about school. My daughter's starting school.
Yeah.
So Sunday night, she tells my wife, that Monday, she said, tomorrow's the last day of school. My wife told me that, and we laughed, and I wake her up Monday to go to school, and she says, Daddy, today's the last day of school, right? I said, sorry, baby, no, you got lots more school left. She said, I don't want to go to school. I just want to lay here all day. I said, oh,
That's
man,
funny.
You got a lot more school to go. And then again today, she tried to tell me that today was the last day of school. And I said, no. She said, tomorrow? I said, I mean, your last day of school is Friday for the week. Then you got to come back, and then she told me she didn't want to come back.
Hey, she's persistent.
So
at least she keeps.
She loved the first week of school, and now she wants to lay around the house.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, that was fun, but
She misses hanging with her grandmas.
yeah, that's what she missed,
Right?
getting that royal treatment. Well, she had a rough start Monday and today, Tuesday, have not been good. Monday, my wife's off Mondays, so mom woke her up and got her dressed, but
Yeah.
I took her to school on my way to work.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake. That was a meltdown, and she got her color taken down a notch in her classroom.
Man.
She had to go sit in the office and calm down.
Oh man.
And then today, pretty much similar thing. She was all good. Got her into class, even walked away, and then like last minute she turned on me and wanted to go with me because she just wanted to stay at home. But I think it's because she's overly tired and she's still adjusting.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then in more devastating news, so we were talking, and you were like, something's weird. And I was like, dude, yeah, I got to talk about my freaking beard.
Yeah. I've been sitting here thinking, Chuck, something's up with Chuck. I just hadn't put my finger on it yet. And then you finally were like, dude, I shaved my beard. I was like, oh, that's what it is. You look a little different over there.
Yeah, and I didn't shave it like clean shaven. I still got the stubble. But so what had happened was
What had happened?
so
was,
I keep a shorter beard, pretty short beard, but it's kind of long. And I've been working on that thing where you
do about a quarter of an inch beard.
Yeah.
Right?
And I've been the last month or so I've been getting it to where like the bottom half grow out and just kind of trim it up nice and neat, but then like trim it short on the tops. So it's kind of like a fade down to the long beard, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I was doing that, and at the very end I have a blade that I kind of go with the grain. And it doesn't chop down my long. It doesn't chop down my long when it gets my scraggly strays.
Yeah.
And so it makes it pretty clean looking. And you just got to keep a steady hand.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a weird patch where it grows like sideways. So I was going down and I hit the sideways patch. I wasn't paying attention, and clean off. Just about the size of a quarter, just on the side of my face, right in the middle.
Oh,
and
man.
immediately, son of a bitch. I walked in, and as I passed her in the hallway, she like did a double take and looked at my face, and I was like, yeah, I just cut a hole in my beard. She's like, okay, because I'm looking right at it, and I was like, yeah, it's noticeable. So
looking right at it.
yeah, so
Rookie mistake.
Yeah,
over there.
so that's what happened. I had to. I tried. There was no covering it up.
Yeah,
I had to take it all the way down.
There's one thing about hair. You screwed up. Like you gotta fix it.
So that's why I was gearing up for the fall winter. Had a nice little layer, and then I screwed it up.
Yeah.
Have to start over.
Yeah,
So
I hear you, dude. I actually got a beard trim this weekend too, but I still have a beard.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I
went to the barber shop.
You'd be in real bad shape if you pulled what I
Oh,
pulled.
yeah. No, I can't do it. But yeah, I always like going to the barbershop, man. It's been too long. Shout out 1885. We're gonna have those guys on pretty soon.
Yeah,
Barbershop guys.
I still haven't went there.
You gotta go check them
I'm gonna
out.
Check it out.
But yeah,
I do for a haircut anyway.
I always like a good barbershop trip. Got a nice scissor cut and a beard trim,
Ooh,
and I'm ready to go, man.
nice.
I'm ready to podcast.
All right,
You know,
sweet. Well, I'm ready to drink something.
so let's do it. Nice segue.
Hit me with a cold beverage.
Let's do it. Look at me. I'm already trying to open it.
I know you're trying to jump the gun. I need to know what I'm about to get my hands into.
All right. So this is. I stumbled upon this at my old buddy's beer store down the street. He always pulls in the good stuff. So, Chuck,
Cody.
I have here. First of all, what do you think as far as the can goes?
It's kind of retro.
Yeah,
Pops.
dig it.
Yeah.
That's why I picked it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is if there was ever a style,
Yeah,
this is you.
this is me for sure. So this is a beer called Storm Crusher.
Love the name, by the way.
It is, yeah, dude. And it is, it's kind of got like this, the name has like this mirror, like Chuck said, it looks super retro, really cool. We'll post all this stuff on the social media networks. But this is a collab beer. So Storm Crusher, collab beer with Ommegang Brewery, which is out of Cooperstown, New York, and a brewery that I've never heard of called Brash Brewing. out of Houston, Texas. This is a collab beer. This is a Belgian-style quadruple L brewed with blueberries and coffee.
And when you sat it down, I picked up the can. Like the first thing I saw was blueberries, and you know how I feel about fruit with beers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here for it.
And then you saw coffee.
And then I saw coffee.
Yeah.
So yes,
How excited are you?
I'm pretty pumped.
Okay. So I'm going to read this real quick, Chuck.
Okay.
But I loved every minute of this little paragraph describing this beer, so I'm going to read it.
If it's the same thing as on the,
It's not.
okay. Well, I got something on the can I want to read.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Bear with me. I'm going to do that, and then you read it, and then we'll crack this buddy open and
Let's do it.
get after it. All right. So this is a 9.7 ABV quadruple L. Like I said, it's brewed with Pilsner, Pale, Aromatic, Munich 20, Extra Special, and I guess Cara 20 hopped with Styrian Golding and Spalter Select, and then finished with blueberry puree and Ethiopian coffee beans from Avid Coffee, which is a local Houston coffee purveyor. It pours a deep burgundy with a rich tan head, aromas of coffee burst from the glass, followed by notes of blueberries and caramel. I said caramel. The flavor follows the aroma with the coffee up front and the undertones of blueberry. A full mouth feel and pleasantly sweet caramel malt profile is persistent throughout, revolving to a lingering sweetness.
It's very lengthy and very intense.
One more.
Okay.
This audacious beer pairs nicely, which is my favorite part, with big, bold flavors such as smoked brisket, carnitas tacos, Texas chili, or cheesy grits. You're welcome.
What
Chuck.
about waffles? I feel like this would go with waffles.
For sure.
Okay, so and real quick before we crack it open,
Okay.
it's called Storm Crusher,
Yes.
and on the side of the can, it says, this is I think this is where it came from.
Oh yeah.
It says Storm Crusher proves that tragedy draws us closer. For every 4-pack sold, we will donate $1 to Hurricane Harvey relief. The storm is gone. The people of Houston are still here. Cheers to that.
Bro, cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
I like
Let's
it.
crack it open.
Let's do it. You're welcome, Chuck. I've already had this beer, to be honest.
Oh, smells strong, but smells good. All right, here we go. This is dark, ain't it?
I can't wait.
Is it dark? I can't see in the can.
It's fantastic is what it is.
Okay. Let's see.
But yes, it's dark. It's a quadruple.
Yes, and more yes. The back end, the blueberries and I guess caramel and stuff.
Yeah. Coffee.
That dials back that tart bitter that you normally get at the end of a dark beer.
Yep.
Calms it down immediately, so it takes that sharp bite out of it.
You can kind of pick up on that tangy blueberry too,
Yes,
right?
yes. No,
Isn't
that's
that
what I'm
great?
saying. Like right when I would normally expect the part that I don't like is when those berries and caramel kicks in and it's
Dude,
good, tasty.
I have been chugging these like a mofo.
Dude, yeah, you've been getting white boy wasted, 9.7%.
I usually drink 2 and then I'm done. I save the. It comes in a 4-pack, so
yeah.
I save the other 2 for another occasion.
Oh yeah, this is good stuff. I'm here for this.
You like it? So
Yes.
Let's start ranking it. What do you think? Yeah, like Barstool does his pizza.
Okay, let's do that. Let's rank it.
Since you really like it, what would you rank it? Obviously 0 to 10.
Let me take another.
Let's hear it.
You know what? I'm going to give this a. We'll just do. I'll give it a 7.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to use whole
that's
numbers.
good.
I don't want to take a shtick or we do
Yeah,
decimal points.
yeah. Let's not.
So
do that.
I'll do a 7, especially
dig
for
that.
a dark beer, man.
Yeah,
It's pretty dang good.
that's a good rating.
Solid.
I'm not going to give mine because I want it to be you.
Oh
but
no, that's fine. This is
that's a good number.
This is so Storm Crusher is going to be a 7. We're going to start making
for
note of that.
for sure.
Okay, writing it down.
And then if these breweries have a problem with it, I'm going to let them rip you apart.
That's fine. It's happened before. I can hold my own. I'm good.
No, 7's fair, dude. That's a good rating.
For sure. And as always, what goes good with great beer? Great music.
Duh.
Hello.
Oh, duh.
Okay. What you got for us?
Hello?
I know you got something. What you got
know
for
I do.
us?
All right, I'm gonna run through these real quick.
And I know T Swizzle came out with something, but don't be hitting me
T-Swizzle.
with the T Swizzle.
Man, yeah, you know, Taylor Swift came out with that Lover
I didn't
album.
care for it.
I ain't listened to it.
I ain't here for that.
I ain't here for that. All right, real quick. Favorite band of mine, the Avett Brothers, have a new single out. It's called High Steppin'. It's pretty groovy. I like it. It's got a really nice, unique beat to it.
You and my mother-in-law are the only people I know that use the word groovy.
Groovy?
Yeah.
I love that word.
So does my mother-in-law. And
It's a groovy tune.
It makes me giggle every time I hear someone say groovy.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, that's funny. Shout out to your mother-in-law. I like that she uses the word groovy.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you said mother-in-law, right? Or
Yes.
stepmother?
No, my mother-in-law.
Okay, cool.
Come on, keep your Angies straight, Cody. I got three
That's
of them.
why I
Keep
asked.
them
I was like,
straight.
good Lord, which one? So yeah, Avett Brothers, High Steppin'. It's a groovy tune, like I said. It's got a nice little beat, kind of a little bit of 80s in there. Listen to it. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right. A few more. Missy Elliott has resurfaced. You know what I'm saying?
I love Missy Elliott.
I know,
by the
right?
way.
I was happy to see that. I'm not going to
Classic.
go too much into it, but I think she's got an EP out. Haven't listened to it. Not sure if I'll be a huge fan, but I just like Missy Elliott. We can both agree on that.
Yeah.
Also, Drake, a little late on that. He's got a new album out. There's a few on there I like.
Are you a Drake fan? I was talking with someone at our fantasy draft about this. Do you care? How do you feel about Drake?
Yeah, I mean he makes some bangers. You know.
I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like you are with LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah. I mean, hey, world, Drake has a new album. As if you didn't already know that. So, I'm a little late on it. I think it released early August, but
Welcome to the party.
yeah, thought I should throw that out there. You know. And then, last but not least, this isn't a fresh track, but a honorable mention, I guess we could say. Barack Obama released his annual summer playlist.
I think you're still legally obligated to call him President.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Barack Obama.
President Barack Obama. You're right about that.
Or
Chuck.
former president.
Former.
At least. Something.
Sir.
Sir. Sir President.
He released his summer playlist 2019. And it's always, it's fun to just go kind of check out who's on that list. There's a few notable. One of the I guess shockers, at least on my end, because I know who this is, and I don't know that she gets listened to a whole lot, but she has grown in popularity. Maggie Rogers is on there, number 4.
Nice.
Thought that was pretty cool. Mac Miller I saw on there, R.I.P. Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Number 24 with Anderson .Paak, which he's on there a couple of times. I think he's on there, number 16. Are there some on there that you want to kind of point out, Chuck?
I just like that he's rocking some Steely Dan.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's got some classics on
some
there.
Van Morrison,
It's Frank Sinatra.
Rolling Stones.
Frank Sinatra.
And this is no surprise to
Lauryn
me.
Hill.
Lauryn Hill, and that John Legend is. I love John
Yes.
Legend. John Legend's on the list.
He's solid.
But no, I still like that he's bumping the old stuff.
Yeah.
And my boy's on here, Lil Nas X.
You're right. Of course. Duh. But yeah, anyways, I thought that was, honorable, like I said, honorable mention.
And he finished off the list with A Tribe Called Quest.
Oh,
Okay?
dude, come on.
Dunzo.
Pound it, Barack. That's what's up, man. But yeah, that's the music fresh tracks for the week. I think that's it, Chuck.
Okay. Well,
let's close that out.
So yeah, no, that's a lot of good stuff on his list. But we were talking about this before I walked in. As far as new stuff to watch, that's new stuff to listen. New stuff to watch.
Okay.
I didn't know this until Monday morning. So as soon as I got the kids down last night, I jumped on it. Dave Chappelle came out with a new special on Netflix.
I've been seeing clips of it all week.
I watched it all last night. Watched the whole thing.
I still haven't seen it. How long is it?
It's about an hour, a little over an hour, an hour and 5 minutes, I think.
Netflix, right?
Netflix.
Okay.
He's a Netflix
I gotta
guy.
watch that.
And it is hysterical. Now, I'll say it's hysterical because I feel like I would say I have like 0. If there's a sensitivity rating, mine's at a 0. Like if you're easily triggered, do not watch it unless you just want to be angry. I, on the other hand, have 0 sensitivity problems, and so like most of the jokes, actually almost all of them, I'm dying laughing because it's like he's about the only person in the world that can say the stuff that he says on this special and live to tell the tale. Like, it's that. I mean, he goes after everything you could possibly think of.
I love it.
And it's everything that's controversial in the world right now. He attacks it head on, and probably not in the way you anticipate. But it made me laugh because I just guess I got that kind of humor in me. I don't know. Anyway, go listen.
I can't wait.
Do yourself a favor if you're not overly sensitive. Go listen to Dave Chappelle on Netflix, and whether you like it or hate it, check it out. It was funny to me. Man, I'll be funny to other people, but to each his own.
I dig it.
And with that being said, so we keep bringing this up because it keeps coming up. Disney Plus, the new streaming.
Yes.
So a couple weeks ago, Comic-Con, the big comic convention. Now it's grown into movies and games and everything's at Comic-Con. They usually release a lot of the movie info, new movies coming up and whatnot. Anyway, Disney has a similar thing called the D23-Disney Expo. That was last week, and they dropped bombs about movies coming out and what's going to be on Disney Plus. I got a list. Some of this we can talk about if you want. Yeah. I don't know where you want to start. We got Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel. You tell me which one you want to roll with first.
Well, I had not seen the new Star Wars. Was that a trailer?
It wasn't necessarily so they
wasn't
showed
a trailer.
They showed so they've already released the first trailer for Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
We watched that a few weeks ago.
That's true, we did.
And then they released this was the like extended footage for the expo, and they released it on the internet this week.
Okay.
So that's what we watched earlier.
That was baller.
Dope.
Yeah.
Because it starts
fire.
It starts from the first movies and just shows clips all the way up to now. Then it shows the new stuff.
Yes.
Which it's no surprise if you've watched the trailer, the first one. The Emperor is somehow back, and that's going to be part of the story.
Yeah.
And at one point in this shot, Kylo Ren and Rey are fighting lightsaber duel on the remains of the Death Star 2 that's like sitting in an ocean. So it's freaking great. And then at the very end,
last clip
that gets you like hyped and teased and don't know what's happening. Rey shows up with
it's what you call a mouth dropper.
A red lightsaber that she flips, and it turns into a double-bladed, kind of like Darth Maul.
Yes.
And looks sick.
Sick.
So they dropped that, and that's The Rise of Skywalker. Comes out in December. In addition,
Christmas.
Yeah. In addition to that, Disney Plus, the one show, the first show on Disney Plus original that they're pushing is called The Mandalorian.
Okay.
And so Boba Fett, the bounty hunter in Star Wars, he's a Mandalorian.
Okay,
that's the armor he wears.
Yeah.
So it's basically a bounty hunter series. So it's going to fall. And the trailer's out there. It looks epic as well. And the guy, Jon Favreau.
So this is not going to be animated, correct?
No, this is live action.
Holy cow.
And it's got pretty much the same production value as the movies.
Dude, Disney's about to slay.
So do you know who Jon Favreau is? He's an actor, but he's also a writer and director. He plays Happy in all the Marvel movies.
Okay.
Like, Tony Stark's butler, handler.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, he also directed Iron Man 2.
Okay.
A lot of movies that you know, if you go look at his IMDb, he directed them, wrote them, or starred in them.
Okay.
Anyway, he's I don't know if he's writing it, but he's directing them for sure. So it's got quality direction behind it.
Freaking awesome.
Also, they're bringing back the Clone Wars animated show. I don't know if you or your kids watch that. It's very popular. It's very popular, and they're continuing it.
Yes.
On Disney Plus. They've also announced that what's his name? Cassian Andor, one of the guys from the Rogue One movie. That, and I think the droid, the big battle droid or whatever that's in that movie. They're having a series, and they finished the Star Wars panel off with the returning Ewan McGregor is going to star in an Obi-Wan Kenobi series, mini-series, like a 6-parter on Disney+.
Okay.
So people kind of lost their mind when he walked out and it was like, I can finally talk about it. I'm returning as Obi-Wan. So that's pretty dope.
Awesome.
And then, so like moving over to the Disney side, they announced some new Pixar stuff. Pixar's going back to doing more originals, not sequels. So they're going back to their original bag.
Finally.
And then, so a new live action's coming out, I think later this year, called Cruella. So it's Emma Stone is going to be Cruella DeVille.
Nice.
101 Dalmatians. And then live action Mulan and live action Lady and the Tramp is going to be on Disney+.
Saw both of those.
Yeah. So
that will release in theaters, correct?
Cruella's in theaters. Mulan and Lady and the Tramp, I believe, are Disney+.
Really?
Mulan might be theater. I know
I think Mulan's theater, right?
Okay. I don't know.
Because I've seen the trailer in theater.
Have you?
Yes.
Okay, then it might be a theater. But Lady and the Tramp is definitely Disney+.
Okay, cool.
So that's what they're going to start doing. They're going to start releasing some stuff.
Yeah. In theater, and then probably it'll end up on Disney+.
Yeah, absolutely. And then some minor stuff on
straight up Disney+.
But yeah, they've said they're going to pretty much at launch, all the Disney stuff's going to be available. All the movies, even like Endgame and Lion King and all the good stuff.
Unbelievable.
Old ones, new ones, everything.
Do you think it's going to crash? Have we talked about this?
Well, I've read an article this week actually that they are already putting in tons of work and ensuring that they do not crash.
Because that's highly likely.
But and apparently they already have experience because they also operate or run the HBO servers for the HBO app, ESPN Plus. Hulu. They already operate.
Okay.
So they already got some background.
So they've got some experience.
Yeah, but they're trying to make sure that they don't crash.
Yeah, so that's a big deal.
And so that's some Disney. And then they hit you with Marvel, and I mean we could go on for hours on the Marvel stuff they dropped. Because they pretty much, so after Endgame, they pretty much laid out the entirety of the next phase, what they're calling Phase 4. So after Endgame.
Yeah.
So first we'll start off with movie theater movies.
Okay.
So the big movies. Next year, Black Widow is coming out.
Yeah.
And actually, David Harbour, the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
He's playing a character. He's playing, I think it's like the Russian superhero or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, there's a lot of people in that. So Black Widow's getting a movie called The Eternals. I don't know much about them, but interesting about that, it's like a star-studded cast and reunites I almost did it.
Whoa.
2 characters from a show.
Whoa, you almost got a red card.
2 characters from a show we can't mention. We already knew that the guy that plays Rob Stark
yes, I've seen
is
this.
in it. And this past week, they announced that Kit Harington is going to be a character.
Yes.
So those 2 guys.
I did see that.
And ironically, Kit Harington's character's name is the Black Knight.
Okay.
So fits right in for him.
Right.
So that's coming out in next year as well. Then I think between Comic-Con and Disney Expo, they said Doctor Strange 2 is coming out.
Yes.
2021.
I've heard that.
Thor.
Called
Thor Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
And they're going to switch it up in that a female, I think Natalie Portman's character is going to end up being Thor. Because I think in the comics now there's a female Thor. So in the movies, one of the female characters is going to pick up the mantle and be female Thor.
Okay.
So, that's coming out in 21. Then they officially confirmed Black Panther 2.
Yes.
It's 2022.
Yes, I did see that this week.
And then some unannounced dates. Captain Marvel 2 will be out eventually. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will be out eventually.
You know who's going to be in that?
Who?
I listened to the Theo Vaughn podcast.
Okay.
Chris Pratt called him up. Said, hey, bro, I want you to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Nice.
So he's going to have a character. I love Theo Vaughn.
Well, here was the real... I think this was at Comic-Con. It kind of took people off guard. They're rebooting Blade.
Oh, yeah.
And Mahershala Ali is going to be Blade.
Nice.
So that's going to be awesome.
Holy crap.
Yeah. That's
awesome.
That's pretty. And he's, of course, from True Detective Season 3.
Yeah.
He was in the Luke Cage series on Netflix. And he's in you know his face. He's big time now. So that's the movies coming up.
What about Stormcrusher? Oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry.
No,
It's the beer I'm
That's a
drinking.
beer, bro. Hey, but it would fit right.
I know,
Dude,
that's why I said
it would slide right in. Thor versus Storm Crusher.
Right.
I'm here for the Thor and Storm Crusher. You know what though?
Hella good beer.
I think the axe is called Stormbreaker or something like that in the movies. But
That makes sense.
and then so Disney Plus, we've already mentioned that they're making series. So Marvel's putting a lot of effort into Disney Plus.
Dude.
So they've announced pretty much everything that's coming to Disney Plus for Marvel. Miss Marvel, different from Captain Marvel, but it's the first
Okay.
Middle Eastern kind of descent superhero.
Okay.
And so so She-Hulk. So the female Hulk, they're making a series on She-Hulk. A character named Moon Knight apparently is really popular, but these are like lesser known characters that probably wouldn't fit into a movie.
Yeah.
But are going to be
Perfect
series,
for a series,
but they're all going to tie in. Like
Okay, that's cool.
And then we've mentioned before, WandaVision is going to be a series based on the Scarlet Witch and Vision from the movies. Same characters are playing them. Of course, Falcon and Winter Soldier. And then Loki's getting a miniseries.
Nice.
And so they said that the Loki miniseries is going to be based on an Endgame. He escapes during one of the time jumps. He escapes with the Tesseract. When Captain America, Ant-Man, Hulk, and Iron Man go back in time to New York,
Yeah.
he disappears.
Yeah.
And then that's when Captain America and Iron Man have to go back again to go back to another time.
Right.
It's gonna track what happened to him after he disappeared.
Really?
During the Endgame sequence.
God.
So
I love how they just piece all this together.
And then Hawkeye is getting his own series.
Really?
And I think they said it's going to be so in Endgame he's training his daughter to shoot a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be like them teaming up, like because I think in the comics she becomes the female Hawkeye.
Okay.
So it's going to be them like training or something like that.
Dude,
so Hawkeye's
awesome.
getting a miniseries.
Nice.
And then finally, they're doing the What If. So they said it's going to be based on like some of the Marvel movies, but what if this happened instead? And the first one is going to be Peggy Carter is the female that Captain America falls in love with. What if she gets the super serum? So she's going to be Captain America, but she's British, so she's going to be like Captain Britain American or something. And then in one of the clips, they said that Steve Rogers uses one of like the original Iron Man suits or something instead. So that's going to be the first what if scenario is what if Peggy Carter was Captain America.
Man, they're going deep.
Yeah. So
I mean, they've got content for days.
Yeah, so that's just
years.
I mean, there's so much stuff from search D23 information because they announced stuff about the parks, the Disney parks.
Okay.
And like new stuff for the Disney cruise. Like everything Disney happens at this expo. So they said that there's going to be like a Star Wars hotel at Disney World now. It's going to be one of like the battleships or something.
Nice.
And the Disney Cruise Line is going to be princess themed now.
Okay.
So just it's everything Disney and related. Marvel, Star Wars, all of it. I did read one note before we started, which is interesting in that Disney bought Fox and all that.
Yeah.
Disney has came out and said Disney Plus will not support any rated R content.
Okay.
So it's
really
it's going to be everything on Disney Plus will be PG-13 or less.
I like it.
So
I like it a lot.
And that's the only weird quirk to that is
Marvel.
Deadpool.
None of those
Deadpool,
yeah,
won't be on there.
True.
And then like the Fox movies, like the movies that aren't Disney that Fox made that are rated R, they won't be on the platform. Okay. So I don't know if they may make it a separate deal or what, but maybe they'll put it on Hulu. I don't know.
Yeah, I bet they figured that out.
But anyway, so no need to worry about kid content unless it's PG-13.
I really like that.
But yeah, no rated R content on Disney
That's awesome.
Plus.
That's good. That's good for the kiddos because then you can just kind of like without because I kind of sometimes I'm like my kids know how to navigate Netflix like nobody's business, and it's just kind of like free reign, Of course, they have their own like channel, and then it's restricted to like certain age groups. But still, I mean, they could easily like. I don't have a passcode on. For instance, we don't have a passcode on our channel, and I don't know if you can set one. I haven't figured that out.
Yeah,
I guess
there's some kind of thing.
But they could easily, like, like when they get up in the, like teenage years, and they could easily go cruise on like the parents' channel and watch whatever the heck they want, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
of course, by then your kids probably aren't watching nothing but Disney. But what I'm saying is, it's nice to know that you could probably just like kind of hand over the remote
even like if you put
to
them
your
on
kids.
YouTube right now, they can get into some weird stuff on even on the kids' YouTube. They can get on some weird
That's
stuff.
true. That's true.
But like we use Kindles at our house. That's what, and
you can restrict those.
So my daughter has her Kindle, but it's like tied to mine.
Yes.
So I control if I buy a movie on Amazon, I have to then, like, if I buy a movie for her, I have to then get on her Kindle, go into the settings, and check mark allow this movie to be on her. Because I can have all kinds of stuff on our Amazon account, but it ain't going to show up on her Kindle until I go in there and click the checkbox and put this on her Kindle.
Yes.
So, which is really nice.
Have, on the
really
girls' Kindles, they have, it's like a parent passcode. You have to have a parent passcode before they can move any further as far as like different games or different apps that they want to like download and play.
Yeah.
You have to have like a parent code. Like they have to literally come to us and be like, "Can you put in your parent code?"
Yeah, exactly.
That type thing.
Because if she tried to get into my account or try to do something that wasn't already on her Kindle, it would get hit with the code.
Yes. Yeah.
Or she just straight up couldn't find it.
But with this Disney Plus, you can just like, essentially, you can just like hand over the remote when your kids know how to operate a remote, and they can just watch whatever they want.
And if they're that borderline age, it's not like they're going to accidentally bump into something that's just they absolutely should not be watching. It's just one of those. You probably shouldn't watch this, but it's not world
some
ending.
of the PG-13 stuff, but still. Like,
but it's not sex and violence and words and
MFers
nudity.
And
it ain't all that. It ain't some Sam Jackson movie. MFers
or Deadpool.
As great as Deadpool is, but yeah. Anyway,
it's good stuff.
Lots of Disney Plus content, and so lots. I can't wait for Disney Plus. Like, I'm way too excited. And so it comes out, I think, at the end of November. And we're going to be in Disney World at the beginning of November. And I'm hoping maybe there's some kind of cool like event or
little
tie-in
perks
while we're there. Yeah. Because I know they do a lot of that stuff. Like, they have like a Lion King celebration or something going on right now.
Dude, that's awesome.
For Lion
you guys
King,
might be going at like the perfect time.
Dude, Star Wars.
You get all kinds of perks.
Star Wars area just opened in Disney World. I think it opens this week, actually, or last week. It's opening now, so we'll get to experience that when we go. Well, just November.
What a perfect time to launch that too, especially around the holidays, because kids are out of school, for the holidays, and you can just sit around and like binge on Disney Plus.
Dude, but
like
even just think like what a because you can buy a year subscription and get a discount. Like you can buy a year at a time. Dude, buy your family member, kid, aunt, uncle, whoever. Buy them a year subscription of Disney Plus, and you're golden.
That's a great gift idea, Trey.
Yeah, because I think I think it's like $60 for a year.
Yeah, that's a great gift.
Yeah, because you get like a discount on it.
You know what? If Disney is smart, which I'm sure they are, obviously, they will hop on that and put a literal, like, how you can buy like the iTunes cards.
Oh yeah,
at grocery stores or whatever. Disney will come out with a card like that where you can just literally go to the checkout counter, and then you hand this off at Christmas time to one of your, family members, and all they got to do is go on to Disney Plus, download the app, put in the code, and they've got a year subscription.
Oh yeah,
done.
Yeah, dude,
that's a great idea.
Thank you. I do think of others from time to time. But anyway, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be. You talk about binge watching. I want to be between. I just signed up for Hulu. Between Hulu, Netflix, and Disney Plus, I'm gonna be buried in content. Like, and then I gotta squeeze my football in too. So from November till probably March. Yeah. I'm gonna be busy. Don't talk to me. We might put
Tuesday nights.
Might put the whole podcast on hold for 6 months.
I'll see Chuck on Tuesday nights. That's about it.
I'm gonna have 2 screens. I'm gonna be watching my shows and podcasting at the same time.
Hey, people do it.
Oh man. But yeah, so we're gonna slide our way over to sports. And
how are we looking on time?
We We're at,
We got all the time for sports, though, right?
Yeah, we do. We're at 38, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So shocking news, I think, of the week in general. The whole world blew up about this over the weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday night, while the Indianapolis Colts game is going on.
While most people are fantasy live drafting, that was the kicker.
Including O.J. Simpson. Adam Schefter drops a report that Andrew Luck is retiring from football.
Yeah.
He's 29 years old.
Yeah.
I think a 4-time Pro Bowler.
Mm-hmm.
And he's walking away.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm sure you watched
everybody.
I'm sure you watched the entire interview.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he cried.
Yeah, he did. And it was good. It was a really Andrew Luck is well spoken, and he just anything he does it really well. So you couldn't help but feel for the guy. Like he was truly like he's like, I got to step away.
Well, he's been
too much.
He hasn't had line protection ever, and he pretty much just got his brains bashed in over and over. And he's been the last 3-4 years he's been injury prone, just always getting injured. Yeah. And I think 2 years ago, because I think year before last, he won Comeback Player of the Year because the year before he got injured and couldn't play the whole year, and that pretty much burned him out. Then he rehabbed, and then here recently he
did have that comeback year that was solid.
He injured his ankle or something. It's another injury, and he's like, I can't mentally do it anymore.
Yeah,
I'm checked out. This isn't fun.
Yeah, that wears on you.
I don't want to do this. And he walked away. Yeah. So props to him. And, dude, it's bullshit that the Colts fan booed him.
Really?
Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you missed the whole story of this thing. So he was on the sideline. He wasn't dressed, but he was at the Colts game. Because he's part of the team, right?
Right.
In the middle of the game is when Adam Schefter's tweet came out.
Oh, my gosh.
And I think there's one video of him telling the backup quarterback, Jacoby Brissett, I'm retiring.
I did not.
You're going to be the starter.
I missed all this.
And so he makes a face like, okay. But anyway, the fans find out before the game's over.
Oh,
and I guess somebody told, I don't know if it's after the game or at some point he goes to walk off the field. And when the fans notice he's leaving the field, they just rain down, and it's a home game, a Colts game, rain down boos on Andrew Luck.
Whoa.
As he's walking out.
Okay, I completely missed that.
Yes. And so they booed him.
Wow.
And he was even asked about it. He's like, dude, yeah, that hurt. That sucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'd be a little upset if I was, because,
But think about it. You're at a game, and that's what fans do, especially when you're in a stadium like that. And boos catch like wildfire, too, right? Some of those people probably didn't even know what the hell they were booing about.
Yeah, for sure. But as a fan, I'd probably be a little. If I was a fan of the Colts, I'd probably be a little pissed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't boo him.
No.
But the sucky part about it is it's 2 weeks before the start of the season, and he said he's known for a while this was coming. So it's like,
that's bad timing for sure.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
As a fan, you're like, well, if you're not going to play, get off the field. You're wasting our time. And now they have to go to, instead of having a legit starter ready to go, they're going to a backup. He can play. He can play, but it's not necessarily the ideal
That's
situation.
not ideal, yeah.
So
I was more focused on the uproar of all the fantasy.
Oh, that was funny too, because you had people drafting Andrew Luck, and like 30 minutes later, then announcement.
You know what's funny? I have a little funny story real quick. So my son he's playing in his first fantasy league this year. First time ever with his friends. I think it's a first for all of them. And he drafted Andrew Luck like a few days earlier as his backup QB. And then that happened. So I shot him a little text, and I was like, what a jerk.
See, so here's my thing. So if you want more fantasy football information, or if you're interested in that, I did record a bonus podcast we'll put out.
Yeah, y'all go check that out.
That I had a live draft earlier tonight I recorded. And I was sitting there thinking, I thought about this over the week.
Chuck's got some good pointers. And
honestly, if you drafted Andrew Luck, you deserve that, because you should not have drafted Andrew Luck.
He shouldn't have been.
With his injury and just his history, he shouldn't have been too high on your list. Definitely with the injury, it was a huge question mark. I wouldn't have ever drafted him.
When my son told me that, I was like, rookie mistake.
A fully healthy Andrew Luck, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
But an injured Andrew Luck, that everyone was, and you don't draft him.
Yeah,
So you kind of deserve that one. But the crazy part is I saw some people, there was one going around, a live draft. Dude drafted Lamar Miller and Andrew Luck.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
In the first play or the second play of the game, Lamar Miller, the starting running back for Houston, blew out his ACL. Playing the Cowboys.
That.
So, he's donezo.
Yeah.
And Duke Johnson did. But, yeah, one guy, some people drafted Lamar Miller and Andrew Luck Saturday night, and their fantasy football kind of got a little rocked.
Which Andrew Luck was drafted deep, deep into the draft.
Should have been.
Yeah.
But, Lamar Miller was probably a fourth, fifth rounder.
Yeah, easily.
So not
that
good.
Sucks.
Not good. That's the risk of drafting before preseason's over.
Yeah. And dude, we drafted super early.
We did.
And
I think
in your league,
I think with the exception of Lamar Miller, everyone's come out
everyone's
pretty good.
still doing pretty good. Well, we got some smart drafters too, though.
Well, yeah, we're seasoned veterans.
Yeah.
The only question marks are the holdouts. So
That's right.
That's right. Time.
That's right. And those still got drafted.
Yeah.
In some cases.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, the draft I was in today, Zeke got drafted number 2.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
So
that's crazy.
I haven't seen him drop further than fourth.
Do we have 5 minutes?
Okay.
And I know you know this better than I do. Do we have an update on Zeke? Is there anything on Zeke?
No.
No? Nothing? Okay.
So what's
nothing from his agents or anything?
So I think over the weekend they said they had a deal to make him the second highest paid. So it was in between Le'Veon Bell and Todd Gurley.
Okay.
And then this morning they said they've made an offer that's in the Todd Gurley range. Apparently the money per year was good.
Okay.
The total contract money was good.
Okay.
The only hang-up and length of contract was good. The only hang-up was guaranteed money.
Okay.
They said they're off on. So he's still, right now, it's how much of it's guaranteed is what the hang-up is.
Okay.
At this point, if you're that close, pull the trigger. And
I know, right?
I mean, I'm tired of hearing about it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm so fizzled out and, burnout. I do not want to hear. I'm actually totally annoyed and tired of hearing a contract talk.
It's going to leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth this season for sure. And I don't know who was it. Colin Cowherd? Did you see that little snippet?
Well, I don't know.
When old dude got his money last week.
Oh my God, who? Oh, Jalen.
Jalen, yeah. Cowherd went off and was just kind of like, in a nutshell, Jerry Jones stuck his neck out there for you.
Yeah.
Up against Roger Goodell and the entire NFL. He went that far to stick his neck out for you. And you can't pull the trigger on that last little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or figure it out.
In a general sense, in the most part, I would say players owe ownership and teams nothing. And you get every dime you can.
Yeah.
However, there are exceptions, and I feel like if there ever was an exception,
this is one.
Zeke is it because he wants to be the highest paid running back, the most guaranteed.
I get it, and he's worth it.
But he always gets in trouble, and Jerry Jones went to bat hard for him. He was going to sue the league,
hard.
Yeah,
real hard. Went to bat for him real hard.
And now it's kind of like this is how he's getting repaid.
Right.
So
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
When Jerry Jones made that comment last week, I've earned the right to joke about Zeke Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where that came from was, hey.
That's true.
Not because I'm the owner. It's because we have this relationship. I went to bat for him. If anyone has anything to say about it, it's me.
Yeah,
which
for sure.
I kind of agree with. Normally I wouldn't, but in this case,
how can you not?
If we're only a little bit far, somebody needs to just I don't care who it is, just get the deal done and let's roll.
Yeah.
Because I think we got a solid squad because that defense has been playing nasty.
Yeah, dude.
And in it's just preseason, but they've been looking good, and I'm ready for the season to start. It's Cody coughs.
Sorry.
But yeah, so let's move on to before we totally move out of NFL.
Okay.
You've been watching Hard Knocks?
Dude, yeah, I've been keeping
I'm behind. I'm 2 episodes behind.
I am in it to win it this season.
But we did watch, I think it's the first or second episode. His name's Ollie, I think, defensive lineman.
Yeah, Ronald Ollie.
He's from Last Chance You.
Last Chance You
on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I've never watched
Which
that.
Last Chance You is one of my favorite series. I've already finished season 4. I'm caught up, and that is a series that as soon as there's a new season that comes out, I am all over it. Like binge watching it, staying up way too late to binge watch it.
See,
in fact,
I'd never seen it, and I'd seen like the picture. And I've heard about it, but I've just never been interested until I was watching Hard Knocks and saw that. I was like,
Drama Valley.
oh, someone from Last Chance You made it to the NFL. I'm going to go watch it. So this past weekend, I've legit binge watched the crap out of Last Chance You. I'm almost done with the second season. It is so good.
It is so good.
And it is so good because it is raw as could be.
Yeah.
And these dudes are knuckleheads. The coaches are hard on them.
Yeah.
It's intense, but it's highly enjoyable.
It's a great series.
And actually, quite a few of the players have went on to the NFL, especially from the first season.
Yeah.
Because the first season, their age now is to where they would be in the NFL, and a few of them have made it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those players that are on Last Chance You they're great players. They get into trouble
They got off the
at some
field,
point.
they
Yeah,
made mistakes.
they're Zeke's, essentially, you know. Zeke never got really caught up in all that and got, demoted, I guess you could say, or kicked out.
Well, it's like so one of them, like the season I'm on, one of them was a running back, I think, for Penn State or defensive lineman for Penn State, failed 3 drug tests.
Yeah,
That's why he's down there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then,
stuff like that.
One of them, dude got in a bar fight with a chick.
Right.
He got kicked off of Florida State.
That was serious, too.
That's why he's out there. One guy, the guy from Texas Tech was involved with a home burglary.
Yeah.
He got kicked off the team. That's why he's
I think
there.
he's one of those that's in the NFL now,
I think
right?
so, yeah.
Yeah, he's a solid player. I can't remember his name.
But yeah, so anyway.
Great series.
That's why
I can't believe you've never watched it.
I know. Well, do you remember that show? There used to be a show on MTV. I think it was high school football. And I thought it was going to be like that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah,
it's okay. And then I actually watched it and tuned in. I was like, dude, I'm hooked. So now
you haven't even got to season 3 or 4 yet.
No, I have
Coach
not.
Brown?
Yeah, so they switch up schools
Indy?
in the 3rd season.
Dude,
I have not gotten there.
The best seasons.
So
get ready.
Anyway, yeah. So
you think you're binging now?
So it's pretty cool. I discovered Last Chance You because of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
And tied it all together. So now I'm hooked all into it.
I've been keeping up with Hard Knocks.
It's
I'm
football.
watching it every Tuesday night.
It's football season. I can't get enough. Like I'm ready. And so college kicked off a little bit last week, and then because Florida and Miami played each other, and then this week is the full slate of college football, which is it's a bunch of trash mashup. The first week usually is, but doesn't matter. Saturday football, and then this weekend is the last weekend with no football on Sunday till February.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
buddy,
it's here.
I'm here.
It's arrived.
So yeah, and so last note on sports.
This is a fun one.
This was cool.
This is a fun.
I didn't see this coming. I don't think you did either.
No, I didn't either.
So Austin, Texas.
Yes.
Austin, Texas got a soccer team, MLS football team.
Yeah.
It's going to be Austin FC.
Mm-hmm.
But what's cool is they got an ownership group, which involves someone a lot of people know.
Yeah. Just a little bit. I mean, you might recognize a name.
May or may not. Just a guy called Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. So, anyway, no, that was pretty cool. Like they were in Austin this past weekend, I think, or week, to announce all the details on Austin FC. He's a part of the ownership group.
Yeah.
And he's big in Austin. He's a representative, like
he does Austin good.
He's a formal rep for the Texas Longhorns. Like he has a role with the Texas Longhorns, and big Austin guy. And now he's part of
He's part of Austin FC. Yeah, he's the owner, like part owner, right?
Yeah, he's he's part of the ownership group.
Dude, that's exciting.
There's a few of them.
That's exciting.
And
Not only because I'm glad to see that Austin has a soccer team now,
and they're getting like a stadium. Like they're breaking down on a stadium, an Austin FC stadium.
I can already see it. It's going to be huge. That is going to be a huge part of like sports in Austin. Is that Austin FC team?
Well, and so celebrity owners is. I told you I found some interesting things. Apparently, this is becoming a bit of a thing.
Yeah,
because in 2017, I don't know if you know this or not. You probably do. James Harden got a minority ownership in Houston Dynamo.
Really?
So James Harden owns a piece of the Houston Dynamo.
I did hear that.
And at some point, so the Seattle Sounders,
That's right.
Russell Wilson and Macklemore both have minority ownership in Seattle Sounders.
Chuck, this is kind of like what I mentioned before the podcast. I think soccer is on the rise.
Well, yeah,
In the United
it's been on
States.
the rise.
No, but it's growing.
MLS is I saw the MLS is the third most watched soccer
Yeah.
in the U.S. behind Premier League
Yeah.
and the Mexican Liga.
Yeah. La Liga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Premier, La Liga, and MLS.
MLS, yeah.
So, and dude, talking about the Sounders, I have some family that lives in Seattle. I go up there,
Oh, that's the biggest.
and dude, they're nuts.
It's the biggest MLS following.
Oh, it's
in the
huge.
MLS. Yeah.
Because when I first went up there was I think the first after the first season or right before the first season
Yeah.
of Sounders soccer.
Yeah.
And every store, every fan shop, every gift shop was. I mean, you go up there,
Huge.
you cannot it's Sounders.
Yeah.
Then it's like Seahawks.
Yeah.
Like you find more Sounders gear than anything up
They
there.
pack the
it's
stadium.
insane.
They pack the stadium every time.
It's like a football game up
It
there.
is. Yeah.
Like how we are down here with football is how they are with soccer.
And Portland second. Portland,
Yes,
Oregon.
yes.
The Portland Timbers
Yeah.
second to that.
Yeah. So
So it's growing,
I
dude.
saw-
and
so-
I could see Austin FC growing to be like the third.
yes.
Well, LA Galaxy, like the LA
Yeah.
teams have a huge following especially with Zlatan
Yes.
on that team.
But I mean, they had Donovan, they had Beckham.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And then
But it's growing, dude.
But dude, the Sounders is next level.
Oh yeah, it is.
So if you ever get the chance to go to Seattle, check out the Sounders stuff.
Heck
You
yeah.
can find it anywhere. But if you want to check out a soccer game, the Sounders come to your area, go to that game because their fans travel.
Huge following.
And so they're
Premier
huge.
League level. Like
Yeah, it's insane. They have
intense.
chants.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
do it all up there. They do it
Yeah.
right.
that's awesome. I like seeing that.
But anyway, yeah. So I just saw a lot of that's a thing now.
I love
Celebrity
Matthew
ownership
McConaughey.
in soccer.
I love Matthew McConaughey.
But yeah. So I think that's gonna wrap it up. That's gonna do it.
Yeah.
For this episode.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of information, a lot of content, not too much discussion, just a lot of news dropped.
Yeah.
We had to get
It's
into
good stuff though. It's exciting.
But yeah, so a lot of stuff to look forward to. Again, I did do a bonus fantasy podcast. We'll try to get that out before
yeah, go check that out.
before the season starts.
Especially if you have a draft this weekend. I got one more this weekend, Chuck. So
Man, put me on the spot. Like I'm gonna get that thing cranked out this week.
You are.
Jeez,
It comes out Friday.
No,
right?
This is a bonus podcast.
That bonus episode is coming out this
The
weekend.
idea is I'm not held to a schedule, but I guess you're gonna hold me to a schedule.
Oh, you can push that up.
No, actually, there's probably gonna be minimal editing. I'm just gonna throw the
just
music
throw that
on
out there.
and go.
And then I'm gonna listen to it, Chuck, because
Okay.
I got a draft on Sunday. It's another live draft, in-person draft. So.
Well, I may drop
I'm
you.
gonna-
You may win this coveted note
yeah.
sheet.
Oh, dude, I
Of
hope
all
so.
my notes.
Do you speak of that in the podcast?
I do.
That's awesome.
And I don't go into detail too much, but
Yeah, you're not
Just
trying to
'cause-
give away your secrets, right?
I would have, but that draft went so fast.
Yeah,
It was kind of hard to talk and get
you
stuff.
couldn't get some information.
The whole draft was done in an
sandwiched in
hour.
there. Yeah,
That's unheard of.
that's intense. Yeah, that's crazy.
We were flying, so. But anyway, I'll get that out. And,
Yeah, I'll give that a listen.
And yeah, so that's gonna do it for this episode.
Yeah.
If as always, help us out with a review, like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. Find us on social media at Modern Dude Chat. You can find me at Modern Chuck.
You can find me at Cody Murph, CODYMURF.
That's it for this week. We'll catch you next time.
Peace.